Part 1: The Whispering Shadows. In the quiet town of Hollow Creek, residents began to notice strange occurrences. At first, it was just fleeting shadows darting across windows at night, but soon the whispers started. Unintelligible murmurs that seemed to emanate from the walls themselves. Emily, a young woman living alone, found herself increasingly unsettled by the eerie sounds. One evening, as she sat in her dimly lit living room, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. Suddenly, a shadow detached from the wall, taking the form of a figure that seemed to beckon her. Terrified, Emily ran to her bedroom, locking the door behind her. But the whispers followed, seeping through the cracks, promising a darkness she couldn't escape. The next few days were a blur. Emily barely slept, her nights filled with the incessant whispers and the looming presence of shadows. She tried to convince herself it was all in her mind, but the evidence was undeniable. Her neighbors reported similar experiences, their faces pale and eyes haunted. The town's atmosphere shifted, a palpable tension hanging heavy in the air. Emily's fear grew, gnawing at her until she felt she could barely breathe. One afternoon, she decided to visit her friend, Sarah, who lived on the outskirts of town. As she walked, the shadows seemed to follow, their whispers a constant companion. Sarah's house was eerily quiet, the usual warmth missing. Emily knocked, but there was no answer. She tried the door, finding it unlocked. Inside, the house was in disarray, signs of a struggle evident. Sarah was nowhere to be found. Emily's heart raced as she realized the shadows and whispers were closing in, their presence more oppressive than ever. She fled, her mind a whirlwind of fear and confusion. That night, as Emily lay in bed, the whispers reached a fever pitch. They seemed to come from everywhere, surrounding her, suffocating her. Suddenly, the bedroom door creaked open, revealing a figure of shadow. It stood there, motionless, its form shifting and undulating. Emily's screams echoed through the house, but no one came to her aid. The figure approached, its touch like ice as it reached for her. Emily felt herself being pulled into the darkness, her consciousness fading as the whispers consumed her. Part 2: The Abyss Within. The next morning, Emily woke to find her bedroom door wide open. The room was filled with a thick, suffocating mist, and the whispers were louder than ever. She stumbled out, her heart pounding, only to find her entire house transformed into a labyrinth of shadows. The whispers guided her, leading her deeper into the abyss. In the heart of the darkness, she found herself face to face with a figure that seemed to be made of shadows. It reached out, its touch like ice, and Emily felt herself being pulled into the void. As she screamed, the whispers consumed her, and she was lost to the abyss, forever a part of the shadow world. Days turned into weeks, and the town of Hollow Creek was forever changed. The shadows and whispers remained, a constant reminder of the darkness that had claimed Emily and others. Those who remained lived in fear, their lives overshadowed by the presence of the unknown. The town became a ghost of its former self, a place where the line between reality and nightmare blurred. Years passed, and the whispers grew louder, their reach extending beyond the town. People from neighboring areas began to report similar experiences, the shadows creeping into their lives. The abyss seemed to be growing, its hunger for souls insatiable. Those who ventured into the darkness never returned, their fates sealed in the whispers of the shadows. In the end, Hollow Creek stood as a testament to the darkness that lurked within the human psyche. The town's fate was a chilling reminder of the horrors that could be unleashed. When the veil between worlds grew thin, and so the whispers continued, a haunting melody that echoed through the shadows. a call to the abyss that awaited those who dared to listen.